Imagine a world where your biggest fan, someone you trusted implicitly, becomes your ultimate betrayer. A world where adoration turns to obsession, and obsession culminates in an act so heinous it shatters a nation. This is the chilling reality that engulfed the music world on March 31, 1995, when the Queen of Tejano music, Selena Quintanilla-Pérez, met her untimely end at the hands of the very person sworn to protect her interests, her fan club president, Yolanda Saldívar. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. Selena Quintanilla-Pérez was more than just a singer, she was a cultural phenomenon, a beacon of hope and pride for millions. At just 23 years old, she was on the verge of crossover superstardom, her infectious music and charismatic stage presence captivating audiences worldwide. Behind the scenes, however, a sinister plot was unfolding. Her trusted fan club president, Yolanda Saldívar, a woman who had wormed her way into Selena's inner circle, was systematically embezzling funds from Selena's businesses and fan club. The alarm bells began to ring when Selena's father, Abraham Quintanilla Jr., discovered financial discrepancies. Confronted with irrefutable evidence, Saldívar was fired. But Selena, ever the compassionate soul, agreed to meet Saldívar one last time at the Days Inn motel in Corpus Christi, Texas, on March 31, 1995. Her goal was simple: retrieve the missing financial records and sever ties cleanly. What transpired instead would forever scar the hearts of her fans. That morning, Selena arrived at the motel, hoping for a peaceful resolution. Saldívar, however, had other plans. In a desperate attempt to evade accountability, she fabricated a story of being sexually assaulted in Mexico, hoping to garner sympathy and delay the inevitable. Selena, concerned for her friend, took Saldívar to a local hospital. However, medical examinations revealed no evidence to support Saldívar's claims, exposing her deceit. Returning to the Days Inn, the tension in room 158 was palpable. Selena, now fully aware of Saldívar's manipulative nature, demanded the financial documents. An argument ensued, escalating rapidly. As Selena turned to leave, her back to Saldívar, a single gunshot echoed through the motel corridor at 11:48 a.m. Yolanda Saldívar had fired a .38 caliber revolver, striking Selena in the right shoulder, severing a subclavian artery. The motel staff immediately called for emergency services. Paramedics arrived quickly, but Selena's injuries were catastrophic. Despite their valiant efforts and those of the doctors at Memorial Medical Center, Selena Quintanilla-Pérez was pronounced dead at 1:05 p.m. She was just 23 years old, on the cusp of achieving unimaginable success, her life brutally extinguished by a jealous and deceitful confidant. Meanwhile, Yolanda Saldívar had barricaded herself inside her red GMC pickup truck in the motel parking lot, initiating a nearly 10-hour standoff with police. Armed with the same revolver she used to kill Selena, Saldívar threatened suicide, prolonging the agony for a community already reeling from the shock of Selena's death. Eventually, after hours of negotiation, she surrendered and was taken into custody. The trial of Yolanda Saldívar began in October 1995. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence of her embezzlement and the cold-blooded murder. The defense attempted to argue that the shooting was accidental, claiming the gun discharged during a struggle. However, the jury saw through the fabricated narrative. On October 26, 1995, Yolanda Saldívar was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, with eligibility for parole after 30 years. Her actions not only ended a promising life but also plunged millions of fans into profound grief, leaving an irreplaceable void in the world of music. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.